So Adorning the Dark was this experiment in writing a memoir about the creative process. So I kind of wanted to try to nail down what it felt like to be a Christian who was on a journey of kind of like learning how to make things and be obedient to Christ in the process, that kind of thing. And I had pretty much finished the book, and a lot of it was this memoir type exploration of, you know, how I ended up being a songwriter and all that kind of stuff. And at some point, my editor, who's actually been out here to our house before, he emailed me and he said, he was like, yeah, I've been there to where you and your family live. It seems like your property is actually an extension of your creative life too. Why don't you write a chapter about what it's like to live there? So I ended up writing this chapter that got into the building of the stone wall, learning how to do dry stack stone walls. And there's this arch over here that, you know, I built. It doesn't have any mortar in it. It's just gravity that holds it up, and how I needed to build the wall in order to, you know, plant the garden, and that the garden ended up being like this real deep lesson to me about the nature of God's heart and who I was and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, to my surprise, as the months went on, the chapter that I got the most comments on and emails about, it happened to be the chapter about the building of the stone wall. So if I ever post a picture on Instagram of it, people are like, I just read about this in Adorning the Dark. So that kind of led to this idea of going, well, what if we were to just expand that chapter and zoom in a little closer to what it was like to live here? So it made a lot of sense. So to me, the books are connected because one is specifically about this, you know, the music and writing angle of our lives and how that intersects with what we believe to be true about the resurrection of Jesus. And then all around us is this world that is spoken into being by God, that is being made new every morning in a sense. And so there's this creativity that's kind of like bubbling up all around us. And so for me, it was like the camera swung to the world that God has made, and not just me making stuff. What has He done? And how does that affect the way that I exist here?